Oh my goodness. Listen, you better be recording this time because I just went on a 35-minute spiel. My mouth is dry. Didn't even record. Just, I guess, practice run. Cheers. Welcome back. If you are new, my name is Kate, and I've been on YouTube on and off on multiple different channels for like 10 years. Very minimally, I would say. I went through phases, right? So I would record like 10 videos in a row and then just disappear off the earth and then maybe get a YouTube channel or maybe delete or private my videos. I would suddenly become very overwhelmed with the idea of being perceived. It is a valid fear. It's scary to be perceived, and I think even more so it's scary to feel like you might be misunderstood or misinterpreted. But that's also ridiculous at the end of the day, because my own family misinterprets me all the time, and it's like not malicious. It's just that's what life is, right? You get misunderstood, you misunderstand, and occasionally you find some people that click with you. So hopefully that's what we're doing here today. The reason why I'm back is because I recently stumbled across some spare time, if you will. I hope my toddler's not waking up. I have stumbled across some free time because I quit my job, and Mom, don't worry, I didn't quit my job for YouTube. While I am a dreamer, I do understand that 25 subscribers is not like a realistic reason to quit your job, even though I value each and every single one of you. I was going to quit regardless because it was sucking my soul dry, and if you're my old boss, I understand that my job was inherently not that hard, but it was just killing my will to live, and I'm appreciative of the past 2 years where I had the opportunity to bring my toddler with me to work. That's a great opportunity, and I'm so grateful for it, but I'm also grateful it's done. It's such a wonderful opportunity, and I'm so grateful that I have a partner that is willing to work his ass off to give me the opportunity to be a stay-at-home mom. Mostly just be at home and enjoy my son and rediscover me and dive into my passions and just figure out what I want to do. And so that's led me to a lot of introspection, and something that I keep circling back to, like I said, for over 10 years is YouTube. When I was in my teens, YouTube was like my life. I was shaped by YouTube, if you will. I didn't see myself reflected in many others around me growing up. I grew up in a religious, sorry, but kind of abusive household. I don't know. My parents probably aren't watching this. My mom is, but she's outside the household. It doesn't matter. That's lore for another day. Anyway, point being is that I was a little sensitive soul. I was a little writer, a little artist, a little creative being in a household that was like, we must suffer if we want to be in heaven someday, and also work hard and don't be a snowflake, but I love you kind of household. So I remember YouTube being kind of like a door opening to a whole nother community that showed me there's other people like me, that I'm not just like some lone freak wandering the earth. But if 2025 taught me anything, it's that do whatever you want. I think a main reason, besides being perceived, that I kept quitting YouTube is I kept telling myself, when I get all the lumps and bumps smoothed out of my like personality and my weird little finger movements while I'm talking, and the fact that I can't make eye contact with a camera, and the fact that I don't have much editing experience, once I get all that smoothed out, then I'll start a YouTube career and I'll be perfect and everyone will love me, which is ridiculous, because even if I did smooth out all the bumps, that's expecting a lot. Like that's, that's kind of entitled. But two, I feel like the people that I loved watching had lumps and bumps, and that's why I loved watching them. And in the year of 2025, there are lumps and bumps that will be there whether you voted for them or not. You gotta keep going, you gotta follow your dreams, shoot for the stars, baby. And Anyway, that loops back around to, I was like thinking about what I want to do with all this spare time. YouTube, yes, but I also, something that's been integral to me ever since I was a kid. I was even talking about this 3 days ago with Dylan. I was like, even as a kid, I was extraordinarily, like, I had survival's guilt for just existing. And it's like I had the power of empathy without any tools to navigate it. So I would just be like, oh my God, there's starving children. I shouldn't eat, which is not like a healthy mindset at all. But I just remember feeling so bad that I had things, or that, or not grieving or experiencing the emotions that are totally valid and okay for me to have, like anger or sadness or just struggling in general, because I knew other people had it worse. So I'd always invalidate myself growing up. And then as I grew older, I still struggle with that to a degree, but I've also realized that like you need to fill your cup up to help others. So that leads to like as a career someday, and what I'm trying to pursue right now, I was like, what is a career? What is a lifestyle? What is something I can pursue that will bring me joy, will fill my cup, will allow me to utilize my skill set, will also help others? That was so important to me. And I was racking my brain, and I was like, oh my God, I could be a life coach, which it's almost hard to say seriously because life coach kind of sounds silly, but I've been basically doing that for free my whole life. I've been life coaching other people. People like swarm to me like flies on poop for life advice for some reason. Maybe it's the trauma, I don't know. But it is like something genuinely I enjoy also doing. I love when people hand me their puzzle pieces and I can show them the big picture, and I love watching them put their puzzle pieces together. It's genuinely really fun for me. I really like watching that. I love watching my friends and family succeed. I love watching people find themselves again. And so, not like so selfishly, it's like something I enjoy doing. It's like gossiping with benefits, you know what I mean? It's not like bringing you down. It's like, let me hear about your life problems, but then let me help you solve them, girl. But jokes aside, while the term life coach sounds a little silly, I landed on it because it's a great opportunity. It fits my skills. It's something I've been doing my whole life for free. But it's something I'm really good at doing. It's something I'm really good at snapping other people's puzzles together. And that in itself is helping people, right? A little bit of an internal battle that I was having was, okay, because I was trying to decide on pricing. I was like, my time is valuable, but I don't want people to feel like they need to have a significant amount of money, or think that I am the one and only solution to their problems. For me, the hardest part of this is being the salesperson, pitching myself to you. And so this is my pitch, is that my time is valuable. It will cost you if you want one-on-one time with me. And that's fair. My time is valuable. It's actually hard to put a dollar limit on it, right? And same goes for you. Your time is valuable. It's hard to put a dollar limit on it. In fact, you can't, but you have to in this world, right? But I am not the one true source. And I also never want valuable information that has helped me, that I've gathered, to ever be behind a paywall. So while my time, my personal time, my one-on-one time will be behind a paywall, one thing that I can promise you is that any information will always be available to you. So here's my plan, okay? So my plan to go about this is that if you'd like my time, if you would like workbooks that I spend time creating, or my books that I spend time creating, you will have to be willing to buy it, to spend money to buy it, okay? But all that information that is in the life coaching or in the workbooks will always be available somewhere. So whether it's in a blog, or it's in a YouTube video, or it's in an Instagram post, if you don't have the money, or you don't want to like hang out with me personally one-on-one, if you want to spend the time to go collect the information and implement it yourself, it's going to be all yours. So there's that. So that was kind of how I fixed that dilemma in my mind, because I was like, I'd never want to gatekeep information, but also my time and like my space is valuable. So I don't want to just give that for free to everyone, because again, my cup needs to be full too. Second thing is that I feel like a relationship with money gets really complicated for a lot of people for the same reason, is that you kind of associate it with, like for example, the people that have a lot of money right now are kind of being little scumbags, and I don't want to be, I associate money and the scumbags together, but this person would be a scumbag whether they have money or not. They just have the ability to be a loud scumbag because they have money, right? So I was like, okay, how do I keep myself in check? And the fact that I'm even worried about it is like, okay, you're not a scumbag, so like don't stress out about it. But I want to keep a promise to myself and to you to be accountable that going back to my Mormon roots, I want 10% of any profits, any money that doesn't go towards paying the bills. 10% of it will always, maybe more, but always 10% will go towards charities and organizations that support and uplift women, because that is my target audience, is women, mothers with ADHD and chronic illness specifically. So I would like the program that they are funding to go help other women, right? / children, because who doesn't want to help the children? And then if I can do more, that's amazing. And then if this takes off, I will have spare time to also spend time helping others. And I'm not sure exactly how that looks right now. We're still in the lumps and bumps, okay? We're smoothing it out together. But that's kind of the idea. So that's my new chapter. I want to be a life coach. Information will never be behind a paywall. My time will be. And 10% of profits that aren't paying the bills, that aren't feeding my children, will go back to my fellow human beings. And that's non-negotiable for me. So I just want to say that now, and so that way if it gets something screws with my head, maybe money is evil and not just the people who happen to get it. I just want that to be an accountability, I guess. I'm a life coach now, and what does that mean? What do I want to do? Still working it out. But one thing I am doing is I'm going to be putting myself very soon through my own program. So a 12-week program. I'm going to be my own worst client. That's going to be the series. My series is going to be my own worst client. Because aren't we all just our own worst client or our own worst enemy sometimes, right? We don't listen to ourselves. We might give good advice, but we don't take it ourselves. Or we know all the information, we can give it to others, but we don't apply it to ourselves. So I have a lot of goals this year. And while I've made a lot of progress by myself and I've accomplished a lot of things, I'm going to kick my own ass. I have all the puzzle pieces. It's time to put the puzzle together. So I think the fun part about this YouTube journey specifically is that I'm going to document not only my journey to becoming a successful life coach and how I help others in doing that, but I'll show you what it looks like when I put myself through my own program. And if I can get my own ass through it, I can get yours through it, okay? If I can get it together, you can too. Wrapping this up, I hope this is the last reintroduction video that I make. I want to commit to myself. So here's to the lumps and bumps. Here's to starting something new. Here's to being successful and brave in spite of it looking scary everywhere. I'm excited to see where it takes me. I'm excited to see what I do next. And I hope you join me. Yeah, and I'm excited to see what you do next too. So, goodbye for now. I'll see you next week.